So alright, today we will be discussing about the differential calculus. So the first topic in differential calculus is the limits, but siguro pag usapan na lang natin yan sa susunod. So dito muna tayo sa ating, or magja-jump in tayo dito sa ating basic rules in differentiation. Kasi yung limits medyo madali naman yan kasi kayang-kaya na yan sa calculator. So this is one of the requests for us na mag-ano tayo dito sa ating calculus. So, okay, discuss muna natin yung mga basic rules in differentiation. Meron tayong anim na rules. So, the first rule is the derivative of a constant. So, ibig sabihin, C is a constant. Yung C mo, that is a constant. So, pag sinabi natin constant, ano yun? Yung mga constant natin is, ibig sabihin numerical value 2, 4, 3, basta mga numbers, any numbers na constant. That is a constant. So, second rule is the power rule. The power rule says that d, or ito kasing d over dx, that is, yun yung tinatawag natin na derivatives. So, the derivative of x to the power of n, yung n mo is bababa, diba? Bababa siya. Tapos, mababawasan ng isa. Okay, so yun yung ating madaling tandaan. That is the power rule. Pero syempre, wag kang mag-ano dito din sa power rule kasi may power rule din doon sa integral calculus. So dito, ito lang yung tatandaan mo. Basta ganito daw yung format mo. Pag ganyan yung format ng ano mo, equation, ito yung magiging sagot mo. Okay, next is the rule number 3. The rule number 3 says that the derivative of a constant multiple of a function. So, ibig sabihin, meron na tayong ditong function, tapos may constant pa na c. C is a constant and f of x, that is a function. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag ganyan naman yung format mo, ilalabas mo yung constant. Sabi mo kanina, sir, yung derivative of a constant is 0. Yes, that is 0. Kaya nga, actually, kung ipapasok natin to, this would be the c derivative of f of x plus f of x derivative of c. So, since yung c natin, once na derivative natin is magiging constant. So, that's why ito lang yung mag-govern kasi magiging 0 naman yan. Okay? So, that is pumapasok yan dito sa ating sum rule. So, sum rule natin kung, hindi pala, sa product rule pala. Sa product rule. Sa product rule natin, ganito yung nangyari. This would be yung c mo dito, that is your f of x. Tapos yung f of x mo dito, that is your g of x. So, since yung product rule natin, sinasabi dito that first derivative of the second. So, ibig sabihin, this would be c and this would be f of x. F prime of x, di ba? C, this would be f prime of x. Plus f of x, derivative of c. So, since itong c, derivative of c is 0, so, ito lang yung natira. That's why ito lang yung mangyayari sa kanya. Diba? Ganun yung nangyari dyan sa constant multiple of a function. So, dito naman tayo sa rule number 4. Sa rule number 4, ibig sabihin, the sum rule or the difference, pwede siya kasing plus or minus. So, yung sum rule natin, that is f of x, hindi pa siya na derivative, plus or minus g of x. Kung depende sa symbol, kung plus, kung minus. Kung plus, edi plus din dito. Kung minus, edi minus. So, yun lang yung mangyayari sa kanya. Ibig sabihin, edi derivative lang natin siya isa-isa. Okay, so dito naman, actually, this is the product rule. product rule kasi is function na yung ginagamit niya dito. So, ibig sabihin lang nito, this would be the second function. That is also dx of g. G of x. Yun lang yung ibig sabihin. Yung g prime, kagaya lang yan ito. Kaya lang ito, naka-derivative na. Dito, i-derivative pa lang. So, ibig sabihin dito, yung sagot mo na sa derivative mo dito. Parang ganun yung idea. So, ibig sabihin ito, first, derivative of the second, and then second, derivative of the first. Kasi, di ba, this would be the first, derivative of the second, plus, kasi multiplication, plus yan. Second, di ba, second, derivative of the first. Yun yung ating nangyayari dyan. So, ibig sabihin, madaling tandaan, pag product rule, first derivative of the second, second derivative of the first. Ganun lang siya. Tapos, madali mo na matandaan yung plus kasi product rule siya. So, pagdating naman sa quotient rule, yung quotient rule natin is ganito. Siyempre, naka-divide na, no? F of x divided by g of x. So, naka-divide na siya. So, ibig sabihin, sabihin natin ito high, sabihin natin ito low. Kasi nasa taas naman, tapos nasa baba. So, this would be low d high minus high d low over low low. Diba? Kasi low squared na siya eh. Itong g of x, yung g of x natin dyan, that is our low. Derivative of the high minus high, itong taas, di ba? Derivative of the low over low low. Or squared. Kasi mamultiply mo, di ba? Yung low times low, that is, kung x yan, so ibig sabihin, x times x, kaya low low. That's why x squared, meron siyang x squared dito. Okay? So, yun yung nangyari dyan sa ating formula. So, actually, madaling tandaan. Yung mahirap dito is how will you simplify? Yun yung mahirap dito sa differential calculus. So, dapat kasi alam mo yung pag-simplify. Nakuha mo, alam mo na yung basic rules. Kaya lang, hindi ka marunong mag-simplify. So, wala ding kwenta. 'Di ba? So, dapat nyong balikan talaga yung inyong algebra. Okay, so let's have our example. Okay, so mag-example tayo, no? Example tayo. Let's say number 1, f of x is equal to 28. Okay, so the derivative natin yung find d over dx. Okay, so ibig sabihin pag d over dx, that is also equal to the f prime of x. Since f yung ginagamit natin dito. Okay, so ibig sabihin that this would be d over dx of 28. Since d over, sabi natin, this would be a constant, so ibig sabihin, this would be 0. Diba? So, ganun yung nangyayari. So, for example, number 2, f of x natin is equal to negative 2. So, ibig sabihin, f prime of x is also equal to d over dx, which is equal to the d over dx of negative 2. So, this time negative. So, any number, kasi number naman siya, this would be also a constant. Constant pa din siya, kahit may negative sign. So, sabi natin, pag derivative of a constant, that is equal to 0. Okay, so, ibig sabihin, any number na i-derivative mo, that is equal to 0. Okay, how about for dito naman tayo sa sa power rule, sa rule number 2. Okay? Uy. Luluding Okay. So, dito naman tayo sa power rule. Ang sabi natin sa power rule kanina is D. Bakit nag-iba yung ano? Ang sabi natin dito sa power rule, D over dx x n. Sabi natin yung n bababa. Tapos kopya yung x. Tapos yung n may minusan natin ng isa. Kasi bumaba. So, we have here another example. For example, number 1, f of x is equal to x. Diba? So, find the value of dx pa din or the derivative natin. So, that is equal to d or f prime of x d over dx of our x. So, ibig sabihin, yung mangyayari dyan is actually, wala naman dito nangyari dito kasi walang exponent. Diba? Walang exponent. But it is understood na may exponent siya dito na 1. So, ibig sabihin, yung 1, bababa, x, diba? X, 1 minus 1. Kasi maminusan natin. So, ang sabi natin that ito, understood na din kahit hindi na natin kopyahin yung 1. Understood na yan mayroon 1. So, this would be 0. At ang sabi natin doon sa ating algebra, that any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Diba? Or basically, ganito yung nangyari. dx, yung x nandito na, over dx. So, dx over dx, that is also equal to 1. Okay? So, I hope na gets nyo yan. Next, we have number 2. In number 2 naman, f of x natin is equal to x raised to 8. So, ang sabi natin, bababa yung 8, x minus 8 minus 1. So, ibig sabihin, this would be 8x raised to 7. Diba? Ganun lang siya. So, for number 3, how about for number 3? Yung f of x natin is equal to x 5 halves. So, ibig sabihin, yung 5 halves bababa. X, yung 5 halves natin sa taas, mababawasan ng isa. So, 5 halves, x, 5 over 2. So kung hindi ka marunong gumamit ng calculator, gawin mo to. Kung ano yung denominator, ano mo lang, this would be also equal to 1. Diba? That is also equal to 1. So, 5 halves, x is equal to 3 halves na siya. Okay, so ganito yung ating magiging sagot sa ating product rule. Power rule, I should say. So, that's it. How will you solve this kind of problem? Medyo madali lang naman siya. Basta, unang-una, alamin mo muna yung mga basic rules niya. Okay, next. Okay, so derivative of a constant multiple. So, yung rule number 3, sabi natin sa rule number 3, that is d over dx, tapos may constant, tapos f of x may function. So, yung mangyayari daw, yung x na, yung ano natin is lalabas, and then d over dx, f of x. So, dapat lang dito, c is a constant. Okay, so, yung example natin dito, we have, number 1, sabihin natin that our f of x is equal to 5x cubed. So, yung mangyayari, if we derivative this one, is equal to d over dx of 5x cubed. Ganito muna yung gagawin natin. So, sabi natin, pag ganito, lalabas yung 5. So, ibig sabihin, yung 5 lalabas, d over dx of x cubed na lang. So, using the power rule, multiply natin, bababa yung 3. Diba? Tapos, yung 3, mababawasan ng isa. So, mayroon tayo ditong, multiply na natin to. This would be 15. X, 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so that is our answer for this for this problem. Okay? So, ganun lang yung ano natin dito. So, let's have another example. For example, ito naman. F of x natin is equal to 3 the square over the square root of x. So, yun yung mahirap dito kasi may radicals na. Pag pumasok na yung radicals, so dapat alam mo yung law of exponent and how will you solve this one. So, gawin muna natin, yung radicals is gawin muna natin into a fractional form or exponential form. So, yung mangyayari sa kanya, ibig sabihin, itataas natin. Actually, pwede ka naman na dito gumamit ng, asan na yun? Pwede ka na dito gumamit ng quotient tool. Kaya lang, is actually basic pa lang naman to. So, yung gawin mo is, itaas mo lang muna itong exponent, kaya lang magiging negative. Okay? Para magamit mo yung power rule. Yung itong formula natin sa constant multiple. So, ibig sabihin, bababa at kung i-derivative na natin to, lalabas yung 3, tapos yung i-derivative na lang natin, yung x raised to 1/2. Diba? So, 3, sabi natin, bababa yung exponent, yung n, magiging negative 1/2, and then yung x natin is 1/2 minus 1. Yun yung mangyayari. So, this would be 3, 1, negative 1/2. Yung mangyayari dito is 1/2 minus 1. This would be negative 3/2. Diba? 1/2, ito, negative 1/2 minus 1 is equal to negative 3/2. So, yung mangyayari dito, this would be negative 3/2 x raised to 3/2. Or, pwede rin natin siyang ibaba, magiging negative 3 to x. Yan. Pwede ka nang sumagot dito, pero pwede kang sumagot din dito. Walang problema dyan. Pero mas mainam pa din to, at least binalik mo siya into his proper form. Or pwede mo naman din yung isagot na 3, or negative 2 the square root of x. Yan. Pwede din yan. Wala kang magiging problema dyan. Parehas lang din ang solution dyan. Okay, so that is our example for our rule number 3. How about for the rule number 4, the sum rule? Yung sum rule naman natin, di ba? Okay, ang sabi natin kanina sa sum rule, ganito. D over dx f of x plus or minus the g of x. And then, yung magiging sagot mo daw dito, that is dx f of x. Derivative mo siya. Plus or minus, depende sa kanyang sign. Tapos, derivative mo yung g of x. Okay? So, that's it. How will you write the formula? Okay, so example tayo, number 1. Okay, example natin is f of x is equal to 4x raised to 5 plus 3x raised to 4. So, ganyan lang muna. So, find the derivatives. Okay. So, ang sabi natin, paras na yung format, di ba? So, this would be our f of x and this would be our g of x. Okay. So, sabi natin, yung madiderivative lang, yung nasa loob. Kasi may constant. Gamit din yung constant multiple kanina. Plus 3 d over dx of x to the fourth. Yan lang yung ma-derivative. So, meron tayong 4. Bababa yung 5x. So, 5 minus 1, this would be 4. Plus 3. Bababa yung 4, x. Minusan natin yung 4 ng isa. This would be 3. Okay, so meron tayong 20x to the 4th plus 12x. Yan. Okay, I hope na gets nyo yan. For number 2. Kasi dito, hindi ko na nilagay dito yung nagma-minus dito sa, kasi shinortcut ko na, madali lang naman yan. Okay, how about for like, for example, this one, f of x is equal to negative 8 x squared plus 3x to the 5th. Okay, so ganito. So, hanapin natin yung derivative. So, 8. Tapos yung magiging derivative lang natin is itong x squared. Plus 3 derivative of x to the 5th. Yan lang. So, 8. Kopya natin. Multiply 2x. So, wala na. Di magiging 1 na lang to. Plus 3. Bababa yung 5. Maminusan pa natin ng isa, yung exponent, so magiging 4. So, ibig sabihin, we have negative 16x plus 15x to the 4th. So, yun yung magiging sagot natin. Okay? So, I hope na nakuha nyo yung ating solution or how will you solve the basic rule of differentiation from rule number 1 to rule number 4. Yung dalawang natitira is sa susunod natin na video. Okay, so abangan nyo lang.